Howdy folks, how are y'all doing? My name is Rees and Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good day or night whenever you're watching this. Boy, those things are getting tall, aren't they? It's getting a little bit concerning. I discovered something while I was waiting on comments to come in telling me what to do with bees. I'm still waiting for bee instructions. If you've already commented them and I've not responded to them and you think I'm ignoring you, let me just assure you that's not what's happening. I'm not ignoring you. I just haven't seen your comment yet. Hold on, does that one look slightly different? Oh my gosh! That's a slightly different one! Folks, it's working! It's actually working! Are these slightly different? None of these are slightly different. Okay, that's fine, because what we've got here is we've got a red spruce leaf, everyone! I know that I said at the end of the last video that today we wouldn't be doing anything with bees, and that wasn't my intention. I fully intended on not doing anything with bees. But I discovered while I was over here dealing with these guys, because they had a new queen and I had to do all the swap out, I was like, what are these? So I looked at it in the book and I discovered that there are these frames that you can get. And according to the book, wooden frames increase... Hold on, is this the beginning of it? Yeah, okay. Wooden frames increase the... What is this? Oh, it's just showing the two different... Okay. Wooden frames increase the production speed of the queen in the apiary. Better quality frames increase the production speed of the queen more than lower quality frames. By myself, I currently had no success with inserting wooden frames into the aviary or bee house. At the moment, I only discovered 3 frames: untreated frame, impregnated frame, and the proven frame. By myself, I currently had no success. Does that mean that he can't do it alone? Does that mean we gotta go find somebody to help us? I really don't want to bother anyone else around here with bees, because I can't imagine anyone being very interested. Imagine. But what I've been looking at here is, so this has 2x production, 0.9% genetic decay, I think lower is better, and then 80 durability. This one has the same production, even lower genetic decay, and a much higher durability. And then this one has the best overall, but I can't seem to be able to manufacture the proven frame at all. Because what we've got here is we've got villager trading, so we can find a bee, like an apiarist, or bee villager if you're so inclined. We can buy them for them. With, I mean, emeralds, sure. And then there's some instructions, but there's no actual, like, build instructions? I'm not sure if there were any villagers who were apiarists, who tended to bees, who ended up moving here, or if there were, I don't know if they sort of continued with that career upon their arrival to the village. Hi, what do you do? You're a librarian! I guess I could give you paper. Jigagbog, absolutely. Does anyone here know anything about raising bees? You, in the green. Are you an apiarist? You're an arborist. I can buy pine wood from you, or a white willow sapling. I mean, that feels like cheating to some extent. When you consider what we're trying to accomplish, maybe a little bit cheating, but I'll take one. What do I do, just put that there? Can I get 2 of them? There we go. Yeah, lovely. Can I trade with you again to get another? Okay, no, that's fine. Does this have an EMC value? No. Well, that's fine. I've got 2 new trees, everyone. I'm not upset about it at all. I've already forgotten... Who are you? Where'd you come from? Greetings, my lord. Don't just greetings, my lord, me. I open the door and you have a gosh darn golem in your house? Do those just spawn when you have enough villagers? What do you want? Don't bother me. I saw an apiarist. Leave me alone. Oh, we could buy some parched comb. I don't know why we would want that, and I don't know why he wants wheat. But actually, now that I think about it, it's good that they're stimulating their own economy around here. I'm gonna actually buy a bunch of this stuff. Because, bless their souls, they've been through so much. Oh my gosh, he's so excited about whatever we've just done as well. Oh my gosh, we can get him some candy cane carrots for some simmering comb. A bee smoker, calms wild bees. I mean, we don't have any of those. We could just buy an apiary off this guy. I never needed to build one. Get a tropical drone. None of this is what I came here for is the only issue. I don't... you know what? We know where to find you, so thank you. We can always come back and find him again if if we need to in the future. The guys in the green are fun too, though. We might want to talk to more of them, because we might be able to buy more interesting trees. I'm gonna go plant these trees over there, where we're already kind of doing that situation. Do you have giant sequoia? Now, wait a minute. Hold on, no, that's what I want. That's the tree I want right there. I don't want a copper beech sapling. Or maybe I do. I don't know. I'll grab 2 of those too. Why not? You know what? I guess the more the merrier. Thank you so much. I don't know where all these guys were. Hello? So there's more to this neighborhood. I've not actually spent a whole lot of time here other than my brief apology tour where I had to sort of make amends. What's your situation? Nothing, I guess. What do you do? Are you railroad related? You are, but in like the most useless way imaginable. That's not going to help us at all. Oh man. What have you got there? What have you got? Citrus wood planks, apple oak logs, boots with the fur. We got another one. Are these guys just popping around here? What's the story? I've got to figure that out. We got to figure that one out. I'm not sure where these things are coming from. Unless... Wait, don't they make those next door? Hold on. Hold on. I'm not sure if that's like a reasonable thing to assume here, but there's something a little bit sus going on. That they're manufacturing, like, armies of little robots next door, and then there's some big ones back at my house. Maybe we should just check in and see what the situation... Hi, Pork! How are you doing? Hey, buddy. Good to see you. Sorry again about that whole nuclear disaster. And anyway, listen, I had a quick question for you here. Have you, by chance, sold any of these, any of your robots to any villagers lately? And if so, who? We did one Napier, I believe, purchase several of our larger units. Did he mention why he was purchasing them, what he was going to do with them? Of course, he said that his army was for the Republic. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your time. Sorry to intrude on your, whatever you do. You're usually just standing there. I'm not actually sure what you do other than stand there. Napier bought several golems for the Republic. I don't know what that means, and I'm not sure what the implications are, but that is an apple oak leaf. I'm glad I didn't waste money on buying an apple oak sapling. Although we're making sort of a grand assumption here that we're actually going to be able to collect that thing. Which, in order to do that, we'll need to... Oh my gosh, look, it's actually working, everyone! Acacia leaves! We're getting so far ahead of ourselves here. Hold on. Let's check all the beehives first. Let's check all the beehives and see if we need to do the whole queen thing again. Let's take a tally here of what we're dealing with when it comes to these guys, okay? What is my current collection? I've got 1 of those, 2 of these. None of these stack with each other. For some reason, and I could be wrong, but I think that the rarest one is the one we should put in there. I feel like that's probably the best one. This is a pristine stock forest princess, and we're going to have a pristine stock forest queen. We're going to pair it with some of these drones, and then when they're done, there'll be like some more forest drones in there. I think this is the right thing to do. Ignoble stock. Okay, so do these stack? See, this just keeps producing the same thing again and again, and nothing useful, I might add. We're gonna get stung over here, we just gotta tank it, that's fine. So now there's a couple of things we need to build if we kind of want to continue on with bees, which is not what I wanted to do today. And the next time I say we're not doing bees tomorrow, gosh darn you me, we're not doing bees tomorrow. Also, I thought I got rid of all this. Get that in there, throw this stuff in here, and then we do have a bunch of... we have a bunch of parched. What do I do with this? What's the purpose? What can I do? Should I just turn it all into honey? That seems like the most useful thing I could do. I could build an apiarist chest, which I think holds a lot, and I do mean a lot, of bees from what I understand. A bee house? Who's in the bee house? I don't know what that means. I regret saying it as well. Is that just a thing that I can look up here? Also, I too heard that weird crunchy noise. That was in the game audio as I am hearing it, not just in the recording, and I also didn't like it. I wish it wasn't there, and I don't know what caused it. To rear your newly found bees into a bee family, brimming with honey, you'll need a bee house or an apiary. These small wooden boxes can contain a family of little blighters and collect honeycomb for your troubles. The bee house was one of my earliest discoveries. The discovery of this small bee housing was more like a coincidence. I forgot a honeycomb in a small wooden box that I had crafted out of some wooden planks and wooden slabs. After a while, the box was full with bees. They had started to build their home in this box. I crafted a similar box like I had crafted before, placed a comb in it, and named it a bee house. Why do I want this instead of an apiary, though? I mean, I'll go ahead and build one. You know, I've got the materials at hand. But also, I wanted to make the impregnated frame, which I think just means I take wood, and we need more seed oil. So, how... Ooh, right, no, we moved all of that down here, so I actually need to go back down here. And also, again, we need to have a way to get outside. I mean, can I just, like... What about this, right? There we go. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. We'll put, like, a hatch up there or something if we need to. I know heat rises, so what we've done here is actually the worst possible thing, because now all the heat's going to rise up and out of the ceiling, but whatever. We'll just throw some regular seeds in here. And then also, I wonder if I moved the centrifuge over one, okay? Hear me out on this. This might be like a controversial attempt here at, again, with the audio glitches. I just happened again. I've noticed these while editing as well, and I don't know what's causing them. There's a couple of different things it could be. I've recently, in an effort to... The setup keeps getting complicated. I can't just have a regular setup, but I've had to switch from Xorg or X11 to Wayland. I know. Okay, I know. That could be it, but it could also be... The computer I game on is not in the room with me anymore. Because I got tired of hauling it back and forth from the game room, where I am right now, where it's kind of like a studio, this is where I do all my recording and everything, to my living room. The living room is not suitable for recording, but it's where we do LAN parties when my friends come over. And I got tired of hauling it back and forth, so I just left it in there permanently. And I got one of these things where you can run an Ethernet cable, and it carries HDMI 2.0 and USB 2.0 from this little box that plugs into the gaming computer into another little box in this room. And the video has been fine. Every so often there's like some weird... Like the video... Look, the video is fine. This is just... This might as well be native HDMI. There's no latency or anything like that. Because it's just kind of treating the Ethernet cable like an HDMI cable. It doesn't know any better. It's just a cable. And the USB is fine. Everything plugged in and been recognized. But every so often there'll be just like this tiny weird glitch in the video. And the audio pops. But those could also be from Wayland. I don't know. They could be Wayland related. Also, that's not what I needed to do. What I actually needed to do was move this. And have the carpenter be here. I was going to try to... You know what? Never mind. I was going to try to use the liquid translocators, but I don't need them to go into the centrifuge. That's not what I need. I need to transcode into the carpenter, but I can't move the carpenter because right underneath here is where that is. Although, no, I can. Never mind. I take it back. I absolutely can just move it. That's fine. We'll stick this on top, and then where did it go? Plop that down there. This is all a bit of a mess. I think it definitely needs to be redone at some point. But if we can get the liquid translocators to work here, that would be swell. So we'll set this up like so. And just, boom, look at that. Now we've got seed oil getting pumped into here. And what am I making? Sticks, I think. Give me some logs. If we end up with a situation where we need something in there other than seed oil, I'll just build another carpenter. They weren't that difficult to begin with. We can just have a second one. But there we go. Make me as many of those as I need for a bunch of untreated... I'm sorry, no. We're getting rid of the untreated one. We're going impregnated or bust. And then at some point, maybe proven frame. I'm not sure if we can find some place to buy them. Don't need another one of those. Don't need that. We have that already. Probably don't need to build another apiary anytime soon. Another impregnated stick. Okay, so we've got 8 of those. Not enough, by the way. What are you? You're a butterfly. It looked like something that was in the floor whose head was sticking out the top, and it was a little bit concerning to look at first, but everything seems to be okay, so we're not going to worry about it. Logs are not a thing. I need to stop typing that in there. Give me an actual proper stack of wood this time. Put that in there. Alright, there we go. Seed oil. That's going to run out of seeds, so we should probably just go ahead and... We're going to go with beetroot seeds from now on. We'll just fill that up with beetroot seeds. And then it looks like that's actually going to run out of room for more beetroot seeds. So we'll get a hopper, okay? And then we'll get some more seeds. This time we'll just get regular ones for no real reason. And we'll stick the hopper on top. Hop on top! It's that famous book by that one guy. There we go. We'll put all those back in there. And Dr. Seuss was his name. I knew it. I knew what it was. Okay, I just kind of forgot a little bit. There we go. Give me some more of those. That's done. Okay, the next thing that we're going to need... Let's check the book, because I've forgotten what it's called. But it's that thing you use... The Grafter. That's what it is. That's going to increase our likelihood of getting a sapling drop. Not to 100%, though, I don't think. Okay, well, this is the proven one, is obviously the one that we want. But it doesn't look like you can just get it. Unless you go buy it from an arborist. I saw that you could also get it, though, out of a chest. And I know, for a fact, where there are some unopened and unexplored chests. Because I've been watching this... How did you get sheared? I wonder if it was the sword again. Look, this one's sheared, too. Why are the sheep sheared? Why is that happening? I have not sheared the sheep. All right? It's not on me. Unless... I don't remember doing it, but I would remember doing that. I know for a fact that somewhere around... Is it here? No, it's not here. There's a couple of unexplored ruins somewhere along here. Here we go. Dungeons. Yeah, here we go. We don't want to go down there, though. Here, hold on. These are cool. We'll get some of these. Yeah, end rods. Very expensive, but they look cool. I like them. They're very festive as well, very Minecrafty. So let's see what we got inside of here. We got an enchanting book, some Envar, some pretty good stuff. This was just under the house this whole time, and I realized it was never explored. So I figured we would need to commit to doing that at some point. Is there any reason to go down these stairs, or is it just going to all lead to the same place in the end? Oh, this is a different place. This is a different chest full of goodies. This is more beetroot seeds. We can use those. We can absolutely use some more beetroot seeds. I don't know if we can find a use for these monster spawners or if I can collect them in some way, but that might be cool. We're just kind of poking around down here. We're just going to see if we can maybe find... Yeah, no, so sadly, I mean, name tags are also cool, but I think they're condensable. So iron and gunpowder and more seeds, and I already had the impregnated sticks and the golden apple. And is that something that I didn't already have? A reinforced framed trapdoor? Did I... From Block Factory. Is that the mod we've been using for reinforced framed things? I suppose it must have been. We just got something new, and I don't know what it was. Enchanting books are handy. What are you, a white rune? I don't know what to do with that. Well, this was, you know what, a fun little exploration of the area, and unfortunately it doesn't appear as though there's anything of any use or value to us in this exact moment. Compared at least to what we were hoping to find. But there we go. At least now we can say that we explored that hole in the ground. If you were someone for whom the lack of exploration and that hole in the ground was like driving you crazy, boy howdy, have I got some good news for you, because it has been thoroughly explored now, and we've got everything of worth and value. All the sheep have been sheared. Why? Why have the sheep... I mean, I guess it's cold outside now. Maybe the villagers did it. Maybe they needed some warmth. I should have given them some more. Apparently, I should have given them an... Oh my gosh, that stuff is growing out of control. It is getting so big. Why is it growing so fast? Oh, look at that. An Ender Princess. Hold on. Are you a unique? No. So they're going to get violent again, I'm sure. You're useless. You don't produce anything. At least this thing made us some honey wax one time. Honey wax! I gotta focus! Hold on, let's build our grafter or whatever it is. Get me inside of my own home. Oh, right. There we go. Alright. Nobody say anything. Alright, we gotta make one of these. That couldn't be easier. Unless it was impregnated sticks and I didn't realize, and I'd hope not. Maybe we should go ahead and make 2 of them, though, because it definitely seemed like they don't have the best durability. I think it said 10 uses. I would much rather go talk to an arborist and hopefully, like, get the proper thing at some point. But there we go. There's 2 of those. I'm going to leave this behind because I don't know what function it serves. If you know what to do with one of those, comment down below. Let me know. We did have some honeycomb. There's some honeycomb in here, and there are some other bees that we could look at. I do have another pristine Ender Princess, if that becomes... I don't know, something we need. And then this needs string, which I definitely don't have any of. I understand that this episode... That's stick. I just full-on typed stick. I went to get a string, and I just typed the word stick. I have no explanation for that. That's just a weird thing that I did. I apologize, everyone. I understand this episode's a little bit chaotic, a little bit all over the place. I hope that you'll forgive me of that. I think we just need one in each. I think the reason you can add 3, I don't know if the abilities stack. They could. Comment down below, let me know. The abilities could stack, but I think the reason you can add 3 is so you can add 3 and then not worry about it because they're gonna degrade over time, and you don't want to have to worry about that. But okay, I guess we'll start with the first one we found, which is this one that is just ever so slightly off color. Do I right click? No, I left click. Oh my gosh, we got an acacia. Are you kidding me? I mean, it's a different sapling. I'll give you that. You know, because an acacia sapling would have an EMC value, but really? Where's the other one we found? It's kind of like around here somewhere. What are you? Apple oak leaves. Acacia. Okay. That's fine. I'm not upset or anything. Did we spot one more, or was that my imagination? I thought we found a third one somewhere. Oh, it was under here, wasn't it? It's on the acacia. If this one drops acacia, I can't even be mad. It's just a different color acacia. Do I need to do something about that? Get out of town. Alright. Sure, whatever, I guess. I'll plant them. I'll plant all 3 of them, all right next to each other. I don't care. Watch me be just defiantly unperturbed. I'm also going to plant these other ones that we got. Going to plant them like this, in this sort of a pattern here. Why are they white as soon as you put them on the ground? What's that all about? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter! What we need right now is just a bunch of bone meal. I'm going to say 3 stacks, which is probably too much. If these grow into like a different type of tree, it's decidedly an acacia tree. I mean, they look weird compared to like what an acacia tree normally looks like. They're funny-looking acacia trees, I'll give you that. And this one really just doesn't want to be a tree. It really likes being a sapling. I've wasted enough on it, okay? Give me that. I'm gonna move it over here. What if one of these is like one of those modded trees that just grows to be impossibly large? This thing ain't gonna grow. I don't know what its problem is, but it doesn't want to grow. What about you? Copper Beech. These are the ones that we bought off that guy, so I expected them to grow. I didn't expect them to grow quite like this. Let me reclaim this one. Oh, you can just walk through those leaves. That's pretty sick. Okay. There we go. Great. Now I am going to do a little bit of a carving out here. Can I pick these up? Yeah, of course I can. I would like to have access to my path, if possible, so I'll just carve these away here. There we go. Nice. Alright, so we can walk through those. So these are now also going to be a part of the whole procedure, I guess. And you, I just don't know what to do with you. You're acting strangely. I'm going to put you over here by yourself. I'll give you 15 more, but not an ounce more after that. Yeah, no, you're on your own. Just figure life out, I guess. As we get more bees, we'll have to spread them around to these other trees, I guess. Now I've got so many trees over here, I'm going to have to be paying a whole lot of attention to whether or not leaves are changing colors and what's going on with that whole situation. But it definitely doesn't look like I'm getting anything useful out of any of these trees, which is a shame. 3 new acacia saplings, like really? That's what we ended up with? One of which won't even grow? Do I need to analyze it? Can you analyze an acacia sapling? Is that something you can do? I don't know where my analyzer went. I'm not sure what happened to it. Did we figure out what this thing was? The reinforced frame trapdoor? Where did it come from? It wasn't over here to begin with, was it? Because there was a block underneath there. I mean, this is fine by me. I said I was going to do this anyway. I'm not upset or anything. I'm just a little bit confused is all about where that came from. I think these guys are more active at night, so I don't think I can sleep even if I want to. Because these guys, yeah, not daytime, not bright enough. You don't say. If I added a light source, do you think they would be okay with that? Do you think that they would be like, oh, you know what, it's nighttime, but I'm still feeling the urge to go work? I'm gonna say no. But I like, obviously it's the warning went away, but that's because the sun is coming up. I didn't realize it had literally been all night we've been poking around out here. See what I mean? It just happened. That weird little visual glitch. I'll have to remember to now not edit that out. That happens on occasion. I'm using a high-quality Category 8 cable. Ethernet cable. Sorry, no, it's not an Ethernet cable. It's a Cat 8 cable with RJ45 connections on either end that's being used to... actually, it's not using an Ethernet connection. I think it's sending just HDMI and USB signal along the cable. There's no such thing as an Ethernet cable, alright? If you want to be particular about it. Okay, if you want to be one of those people, it's an RJ45 connector on either end of a Cat cable, Cat 5e, Cat 6, 6a, 7a, that is being used to transmit an Ethernet signal. Maybe this is one of those watched pot never boil situations. Maybe we just need to leave here for a while and just kind of let nature take its course. You know, we'll keep our grafters on us. We'll go ahead and we'll get rid of these white willow leaves, the bone mill, and that name tag that we found that I'm still carrying around, and I do have all of this now. Maybe we can give that chest plate to someone. I'm kind of curious to talk to Napier about why he's buying, like, what Republic, you know? But he's busy. He's still working on the orphanage or whatever that's going to end up being now, so I don't really want to bother him. I'm just a little bit concerned by the sudden presence of large... There's another one. Maybe that's the same one from earlier. It's just odd that there's suddenly guardians poking around my city. You know? What do you sell? Oh, look, we can buy one from him. He's got a proven grafter. Okay, perfect. Apparently, folks, if you're looking for proven grafters, just go poke around in villages long enough and you'll eventually find a guy who's selling them. We're going to buy a lot of them, because he might wander off and I won't be able to find him again. Apparently, that's all he has, as well, to sell now. We've exhausted him. He's got some sort of aura of happiness around him, I guess, from the sheer volume of sales he's made. Which, good on him. Do you think that they have... I mean, again, we're not going to go... Did you hear that audio anomaly? That, I would believe, could be caused by some sort of electrical interference, specifically with my headphones. You don't need to tell me that that was I don't know. We're not going to worry about it. I used to have this same setup before with my... Back when I first got VR, several years ago now, I also had just a fiber HDMI cable, which sounds fancy, but they're not that expensive. I was surprised to see how affordable fiber HDMI cables are, and a really long active USB cable, and that setup worked, but then I couldn't get it to work again, so, like, that was a number of years ago. I'd since moved my gaming PC back into the game room, or the studio, whatever you want to call it, and I tried to get that same setup working again, but I couldn't get a video signal. That is why I purchased the HDMI and USB over RJ45 Cat 7, 6A, over Ethernet. We're going to call it that. Contraption. But then it still didn't work, and I figured out it's because the monitors are different resolutions, and Xorg didn't like that. That is why we're running in Wayland, so I can have one monitor in the living room at 1440p, and then in here we play at 4K and record at 4K. There, if you like technical details and you were wondering, like, how does the Howdy Folks setup work? It doesn't, okay? That's how it works. It just doesn't. That's the sad truth of the Howdy Folks setup, is that it just doesn't work. What are we looking at here? Do any of these stack? Well, once again, hold on, let's get all of these out. There we go. We're left with one of them that is different from the others, and we're going to assume... I'm sure if we had more honey, which we just have none of for some reason, none of these bees produce honey, we'd be able to find out what the differences between all of these are. We're just not going to worry about it. How about you? Same situation? You just keep making more of them, I see. That's okay, I'm not even upset. There's another one of those glitches, you see that? But is that... Because I haven't noticed that anything... I've played other things, and I've not seen that before. So I don't think that has anything to do with the connector we're using, with the big Ethernet cable and all that. I don't think that's caused by that. I think that's a Minecraft glitch. I think that's the same reason why when I had Minecraft music on, and I would open up this menu, the Minecraft music would stop for a second. I think there's some kind of bug with Minecraft, because that doesn't happen on any other games I'm playing like this. Or maybe it's a Wayland thing, I don't know. I'm very confused and concerned by all of it. I don't know what to tell you. Mysterious comb. It doesn't look that mysterious to me. I don't know what to tell you, man. That looks pretty basic. It just looks a bit endery. But okay, if you tell me it's mysterious, I'll take your word for it. We're going to come over here and we're going to have a look at the uses for it. And inside of a carpenter, it can be used... Sorry, I said carpenter, but I meant centrifuge, and I think I even clicked it. Pulsating, propolis, and a honey drop. I'm on board with that. Let's see what happens. Why would I put it here as opposed to here? Can I put it there? Oh my gosh, what just happened? It's gone now forever. What is happening? Pick it back up. You can't put it... You have to start here. And then I guess everything spins up. And then it goes in the middle, where I'm assuming I can't take it back out. No, it's locked in place now. I guess that gives you the opportunity to take it out. And so it spins up and it gives you your honey drop. And then it gives you your pulsating propolis, which can be used to make pulsating mesh, which can be used to make an ender pearl. But why, though? And what just went by the bottom of my screen? Am I crazy? It must have been whatever those things are. Are those bees? Those could be bees. I guess, yeah, there are bees up top there. Maybe they're coming down here. They're phasing through the floor to get access to these plants, which is just delightful in concept. Anytime I click on something, the sound goes away. Oh, it's all so fundamentally broken. At some point, I'll unplug the other monitor, we'll go back into Xorg, and we'll see if that fixes it. You know, just try to eliminate different things as a potential culprit is what we're going to have to eventually end up doing. I can't, here's the thing, right? I cannot imagine it would be the HDMI and USB over Ethernet extender, because it doesn't make sense for that to cause a problem with the sound disappearing when I open a menu. That's not a hardware problem. That is not how that works. That cannot manifest. A hardware problem cannot manifest in that way. I cannot imagine that being the problem. So, you know, in no universe does that make sense. So I have to determine it to be a software thing, and the only thing I've changed... Because this started right after we switched to Wayland, so I don't know. We might just have to hop back into Xorg. Because you can't actually... Here's the fun fact for you. You can't game in Wayland. What it does is, for most games, it opens an X-Wayland section, which is like, I think, Xorg running in a Wayland session. But I don't know if it does that for Minecraft, because Minecraft's its own weird thing, because it's Java. So is it really a game, or is it a Java applet? And it might behave differently. And it's possible that... And it is also running natively on, like, most of my games that I play. Listen, the whole thing is a mess. The whole thing is always a mess, because... look, if I wanted it to be simple, I would have just left the computer in here. And if you're wondering why I didn't do it the other way around, why I didn't run the computer in here and then have the box in the other room, it's because, like, it's because I need DisplayPort in there for FreeSync. How long have we been recording? Is this an episode? What have we accomplished? We have some new different trees, but we didn't make these trees. We bought them off some guy. We just bought him off a guy. We don't even know his name. We just found him living in the village over there. We bought some saplings off him. It might even be real. Might be like the time the Chinese communists tried mailing random American seeds for us to plant, and thankfully I don't think anyone did, because who knows what the plants were. Probably kill capitalist seeds. I have no idea. Allegedly. We just bought these off the guy. What is this? Red spruce leaves my eyeball. Hold on, I want to go use one of the good grafters. Hold on just a second before I do this. This could be it. This could be how we end this. Maybe we get something really cool. Maybe we do get a red spruce tree. Is that even a type of tree? Like, the only difference with this is that it has more uses. I don't think it's actually going to be better at breaking the leaves. I'm pretty sure all we got to go do though is punch the tree, right? Like, they didn't say we had to do anything complicated. Are you? You still good? You're still good. I know you're mad at me and you hate my existence, but I'm not even bothered. That looks like an apple oak sapling. That's actually a different kind of tree this time. It actually did give me something other than an acacia, which is huge. We're going to need, like, a lot more room to do this. We might need to... You know what? Maybe we can... Look at that. That's beautiful. Apple oak. Is it just, like, regular oak with slightly different leaves? Maybe we need to, I know we said we were going to make this sort of like a neutral island here, but maybe we need to declare some sort of like managerial position over it. If we're going to be the ones building the train station and we're going to be the ones building the sort of central, the market area and all that, maybe we should just say that we're managing this territory on behalf of the other countries. We'll get them to sign some contracts, knowingly or not, and then we'll plant trees. Maybe we can talk the dwarves into letting us plant trees. Actually, don't the dwarves want logs anyway? I'm pretty sure. Hold on, isn't there some sort of a quest or something you can do here? More purple heartwood needed. Yeah, and then I think there was the same over here near Baz. Which, I don't know. How are you doing, Baz? How has your day been? Okay, Baz, you seem like a pleasant fella. Yeah, Baz's balsa. Oh, do not touch. He might not need any more. What are you gonna do about it, huh? Huh? Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, climbing on your tent too, just to spite you. Ugh. Alright, purple heartwood. Let's see. I think in order to get this, you just need some regular wood, and then it needs to do something heroic. So it earns a purple heart. Get out of here, you know that was funny. Purple hearts. So we need Brazil wood and kapok wood. Brazil wood, oh my gosh. How much do we need to jump through in order to get here? This is absurd. Teak saplings and jungle. Get out of here. I guess I should be paying more attention to what the different trees do if I actually want, like, useful mutations. Maybe the reason that we got just acacia is because whatever the acacia tree was getting crossbred with just produces more but different acacia. And yeah, I did see this one over here. Hold on, we're gonna have to, like, go in and grab it while being assaulted by the world's most hostile bees. Do they not care that this is blotting out the sky? I guess they don't. They don't seem like the type, do they? Red spruce! Let's go! Look at that! Whoa! That's a pretty big boy there! No, it's not! It's a wide boy, is what it is. I can relate. I can relate to that. That's great. I like that. That's good. Okay. Blessed soul. It's a good-looking tree. We have trees! We have trees, and then we're doing something with bees. And I think that once I understand how to actually use the analyzer, I think we might build the standalone analyzer. Because... maybe I'm wrong. Comment down below and let me know. But it seems like the handheld one is just fundamentally broken and doesn't work. Or we're doing it wrong. One of the two. Maybe it needs more honey than what we're giving it. But I'm gonna go ahead and say we're just gonna build... Oh, you have to have the portable one anyway to build the regular one. Well, why? We're not gonna do that next time. Next time we're gonna maybe look into making trains. Until then, thank you folks for watching. God bless you. Merry Christmas! Happy New Year! Bye!